sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor's sideline, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. These guys find themselves at 2-3 over the first 5 games of the season. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And the Colts, first down.
Throwing Jones. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here, Charles, is a look at the of some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Murray now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First down, Cardinals.
Now Murray off play action. That's caught. It's the tight end lineman. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Murray. Finding his target. It's Trey McBride. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down, Arizona.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Jones going to keep once more. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. The option to give to Taylor here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Jones. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game already. 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for them to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Stiff-armed him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, a run with Conner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Murray keeps keeps it himself. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cardinals.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Colts 37-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Down to the 22-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14-6.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. The one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Murray now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Arizona.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that 1st down run.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. 32-yard line.
That's complete to McBride. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They run behind center with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Murray. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. but I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jones. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 36. And the pressure will bring it down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Walter Nolan breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And now the little across the 25 to the 27. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Connor up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Murray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. To throw is Murray. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the 2nd half. And he returns this to the 22. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
A gain of 4.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, Harrison. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Harrison. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Harrison Jr.
In motion is Dortch. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray throwing quickly to Wilson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
For the Arizona
his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, the kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The 34-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
And the Colts first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Mac Wilson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start with the option. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Murray now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A solid stiff arm. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Colts. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off play action. Jones. His pass left side to Downs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Play fake. Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Connor going to get it again on second down. And they'll Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Jones. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
11 more yards. That's another Colts 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the option left, it's Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jones going to keep once more. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Arizona.
We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Murray going to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Murray's pass.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, again to Connor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 77 yards rushing now for Connor and a 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And Connor going to pick up a Cardinals 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
On the handoff, Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
19-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a 4-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he's got it. Touchdown. Trey McBride with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So Daniel Jones and the Colts down by 15. 2:10 on the clock. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. And this taken in by Downs. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass complete to Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll take this up close to midfield. Now Jones. That complete to Downs. And he's got this down to the 35. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10.
Colts, first down.
Here's Jones. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Here's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
By Josh Sweat. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Here comes 2nd down.
To Jonathan Taylor. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is Jones. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. Here now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, or both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Cards, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.